The Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
I appreciate a good culture. I appreciate a good accent. You got the right accent, you can get away with a lot of shit. You be in a club and say something foul to a woman in an American accent, she might slap the shit out of you. Like, excuse me, baby, I don't mean to bother you, but you got a fat ass. I love to take you home, fuck the shit out you. Motherfucker. English accent, that just roll off the tongue different. Excuse me, I don't mean to bother you, but I'd really love to take you back to my hotel and fuck you doggy stuff a little bit, you know what I mean? Motherfucker, where you from? Say something else. Ladies, y'all laughing. Some of the fellas might try that on the way home. Just have a good time at the comedy show tonight, ain't you really? The next light, because you give me a little bit of head, just a little bit. I don't want much, just want you to polish me off, you know what I mean? I ain't even gonna lie, I'll use that shit to get some pussy. I'll walk up to a woman and say anything. Excuse me, you know what time it is? Oh my God, the accent is beautiful. Where are you from? I just make shit up. McDonald's, England. Have you ever heard of it? I live right off of Egg McMuffin Lane. Have you ever heard of it? Oh my God, girl, you live off of Egg McMuffin. Let's go. I tell you what accent is not sexy is that East Indian accent, that 7-Eleven shit, that turban shit, that dot towel shit. Ladies, trust me, you do not want that on top of you on a Saturday night. I'm going to give it to you. I know you want it, you dirty bitch. I know you want it. I'm going to give you my Pakistani beef, you motherfucker. Say my name, say Puma-san.
I don't understand. I really don't. 35 years old, you're still scared of a little thunder.
I am not. Thunder buddies for life, right, Johnny?
Fucking right.
All right, come on, let's sing the thunder song.
All right.
When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too scared. Just grab your thunder buddy and say these magic words. Fuck you, thunder. You can suck my dick. You can't get me thunder, cause you're just God's fart.
I stumbled and at 2 a.m. all drunk and full of smoke. My wife said I have had enough. That said I'm sick. Get out. So I stumbled down to Kelly's pub across the edge of town. And I told the boys my story, and we had another round. Oh, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. Oh, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. And if I see a pretty girl, I'll sleep with her tonight. Yes, I'll drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. And Mary McGregor, well, she was a pretty whore. She'd always greet you with a smile and never lock her door. But on the day she died, all the men in town did weep. For Mary McGregor finally got some sleep. Oh, we'll drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. Oh, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. And if I see a pretty girl, I'll sleep with her tonight. So drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. Well, I once loved a girl, a child I'm told. I gave her my heart, and she gave me a cold. So now I sit standing here, out in the pouring rain. I'll stumble back to Kelly's pub, and cry away me pain. Oh, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. Oh, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight. And if I see a pretty girl, I'll sleep with her tonight. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, fight.
My history, my life, I've been divorced for 5 years, and it's been the best part of my life, being divorced. Easily my favorite part of my life. I love being divorced. Every year has been better than the last. And it's the only time I can say that about. And by the way, I'm not saying don't get married. If you meet somebody, fall in love and get married, and then get divorced, because that's the best part. It's the best part. Marriage is just like a larva stage for true happiness, which is divorce. Because you just let go and everything's fine now. Divorce is forever. It really actually is. Marriage is for how long you can hack it. But divorce just gets stronger like a piece of oak. Nobody ever says, oh, my divorce is falling apart. It's over. I can't take it. And again, if you're in a good marriage, stay in it. If you're in the best marriage ever, stay in it. I'm just saying, if you got out, it would be better. That's just a fact. I'm sorry, but it's true. Everything's better. My ex-wife and I, this is the best part of our knowing each other. We're good co-parents because we live apart and we're friends. Our kids go to her half the week, they come to me half the week. And I'm a good father. I'm an attentive, focused, and responsible father. Do you know why? Because I get to say goodbye to these kids every week. Are you shitting me? It's like every parent's fantasy. Who can't be a good father for half of every week? No matter how bad it gets, every Wednesday I get to go, goodbye, girls. Daddy's going to go upstairs and pour whiskey all over his naked body right now.
Tirade from the one and only Cat McSnatch coming at ya.
Don't be a racist, don't be a fool. Everyone is different, everyone is cool.
Everyone is cool.
Don't generalize, don't believe the lies. Racism is hatred in disguise.
Alright, we're gonna wind it up here now. People are into it.
Just because you're Asian does not mean you are smart. Just because you're Brazilian don't mean you are a slut. Just because you're Jewish doesn't mean you're tight. Just because you're rich and fat does not mean you are white. Don't be a dick, 'cause I know I'm a hypocrite. Racism is wrong unless you put it into a song. Just because you're Swedish does not mean you are fun. Just because you're American don't mean you own a gun. Just because you're Italian don't mean you can cook. Just because your skin is black don't mean you are a crook.
Now you're not a crook because of the color of your skin. Yeah.
Don't be a dick, 'cause I know I'm a hypocrite. Racism is wrong unless you put it into a song.
We got to focus on the love and not the hate now.
If you don't like this, try. Don't be a stereotype. Screw you, hippie. Don't fret, this song makes me a hypocrite. So what? I got the microphone. Don't mean you drive a cab. If you're Lebanese, don't mean you like kebabs.
kebab
Just
for
because
you.
you're French, don't mean that you eat snails. But if you're Japanese, stop measuring the way. Don't be a dick, 'cause I know I'm a hypocrite. Racism is wrong unless you put it into a song.
Alright, we're gonna do it one more time for the people in the back.
Don't be a dick, 'cause I know I'm a hypocrite. Racism is wrong unless you put it into a song.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was Cat McSnatch coming at ya.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Happy Hump Day, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Freaky Bad Hair Day Wednesday, also known as Hump Day, because it basically looks like me and Jenny just humped and the hair's all over the place.
What?
I'm just saying.
Get out of here.
Separately. I got my wife, you got your man, and it's just
Yeah, I
hair's
got
going all over the place.
Christian still can't adapt to that part.
Oh,
Can't think of Matt and then me doing that. Just not.
What is this
Yeah,
utter
he can't-
bullshit that he's saying he's done DJing? What
That's
is
not
that?
true. He's DJing later on tonight at 6:03.
He went ahead and I'm not sure, Ken, this is before Monday. He went ahead and put a
He was
long
having a
post.
moment.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
We all have moments. You've had moments. I've had moments.
I got more moments than you think. But see, I'm old. Christian's young. He shouldn't have moments.
Young ones have their moments.
Young
They
ladies.
just see them differently when they become our age. Just like we.
Yeah, it's true. I see.
Wasted on the young.
I do see things differently. They have the spots all over here, and they move when I move my eyes.
I'll
That's
tell
what I
you
have.
what. If I had it to do over again, I would have stayed under my father's roof. I would have enjoyed that shit a lot longer.
Just the knowledge that we have now. Man, can we just go back in time? Where's my goddamn DeLorean? I need to go and put that shit back to like 1985, literally 1985. I'll go back to that age.
I actually got to ride in one of those when I was a little girl with my uncle.
Yeah, the DeLorean.
And I remember us going over this bridge towards a McDonald's, and this dude on a bicycle was just so blown away that he just slowly went over and him and the bicycle went down. It was like something out of a movie because he's like this, and we're just driving on over. It was definitely a moment. It was a fun moment.
I was lucky enough that I actually got to sit on the Millennium Falcon because I know people at Disney.
Neato.
It was kind of cool. I mean, it was a long time ago.
That is
but it was
neato. Cool. I got to meet Greg Evigan from DJ and the Bear.
Oh, don't know who that is, but.
I'm showing my age.
I got to meet Bo from the Dukes of Hazzard at a parade in Bristol, Rhode Island, a 4th of July parade.
I've actually met a lot of people, including Trump.
You met Trump?
Yep.
I met a cutout version of Trump.
I actually represented him way in the beginning before he started talking ucky, and then I jumped off the train.
Yeah. As I say, as soon as he starts talking, you got to jump off. I met a cutout version of him and Melania, and they're a bunch of douches, even a cutout version.
I met Ron Paul. I met Rand Paul.
Ron and Ram. Can you imagine the Paul show, Ron and Ram?
I've met a bunch of the presidentials because they all come here. New Hampshire is like the beacon of all candidates.
Yeah.
And when you're in the State House, they all come to the State House to talk in front of the body.
Well, I'll tell you one
400 votes there, man.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. When they go ahead and they visit Florida, like it's almost like an Amber Alert on your phone. You do not want to be in that city at all because it's backed up for miles and miles and miles because they're closing everything down.
Oh no, we have a tendency to go the other way. I did get to go to a Republican debate when Ron Paul was running, and at St. Anselm College, and actually be there in the room when they did the debate. It was really wild. It was really cool.
JP, you're already a friend. Dude, JP's asking me to add him as a friend. You're already on.
No, he asked me to add him as a friend. If you pay attention to the order of the chat, you would have figured that out.
No. Well, are you telling him?
You're reading it backwards.
Okay, so you said shalom. He says, "What's up?" Jenny says, "Don't be a dick." So are you telling him not to be a dick?
No, you're right. No, Gooba. I wrote shalom peeps. He responded, "Add me as a friend."
He said, "What's up?" first.
No, I said shalom peeps. Look at where. Do you not see that one is a reply to the other? Oh God, I can't take you anywhere.
Okay, you want to see what I see? This is what I see. Okay, honestly, this is what I see.
Okay, well, if you look at it, Jenny, in the actual room, you'll see that it was a response.
There's your shalom. He says, "What's up?" Then he says, "Don't be a dick." And then he says, "Add me as a friend."
No, because if you look in the Facebook room, the two comments one is a reply to the other. I
don't see that. I just showed you what you saw.
No, because you're looking at. See, I have it set up where both are, so I can see them both.
See, that's
I'm talented that way.
See, that's what happens when you chat in there and you're the host. It's a little weird. All right,
I just get to be the co-host. My life is a lot freer.
Well, yeah. What's up, everybody? Happy Hump Day, and hopefully your humping is. If it hasn't happened by now, just let us know when it does happen. And of course, if you make a phone call, that would be even better.
Why do you need to know when people hump?
I don't know. It's just something to do.
What is with you today?
What's with me any day?
Oy vez.
Listen, I'm facing the hard reality that gas is probably going to. I'm facing the hard reality that in a month's time, less than a month's time, I'm going to be making the road trip of my life, and gas I'm looking at is probably going to be about $5 or $6 a gallon.
Shit, I'm wondering about that too, right?
Yeah.
But when they're supposed to be releasing some reserves, and there is talk, and I think it is possible to see a tax holiday. In which case would be the precisely good moment to make the trip. trip is during. You need to have a flexible schedule.
Get me 3 20-gallon tanks of gasoline. I just put in honey, forget packing clothes. No, we're just going to pack gas.
Today in the news on I-95, large ball of fire takes out a plane. Family headed to New York, ended up in Canada.
Hey, no, we're not going to New York. We're not doing that.
True story. When I was in the Netherlands, we were going from Sneek to Leeuwarden via sailboat, 28-foot sailboat.
Right.
And my buddy and I almost had a real straight up kissing adventure with a friggin' large ferry boat. And we end up making this crazy ass turn, and it puts us off course, and I don't know where we are. And then he doesn't know where we are, and I'm laughing my ass off, going, "We're going to be in Germany."
Bermuda Triangle, lost forever.
No, Germany, man. We were going to end up in Germany.
Oh man, why are they just going to go ahead and wake up over there and just stop the war, get the gas back to where it was?
Oh, God, it's killing me.
It is.
I want to
You know, here's the funny part.
I want to, inside my brain, I still have enough in me to be a help in EMS. And I want to get on a fucking plane, and I want to go over there, and I want to work in a MASH unit. And I want to help. I friggin' want to help.
Yeah, I'll give you a week vacation. Go ahead. Non-paid, of course.
Bite me. Fuck you. There we go. Number one.
You're still working on FCC mode over there.
No. I'm doing just fine. I was being particular about when I was going to drop the first one.
Fuck you! Right,
yes.
So, there we go.
Fuck you.
Yeah, just remember, we can go ahead and say that here.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, we can say that. We can say...
I'm a little slow on the uptake here. Yeah. I'm still recovering from Monday, so I'm slow on the uptake.
No, I would think you'd be a little bit loopy and you'd be more fun, maybe.
No. Actually,
doesn't work you that way?
For this particular procedure, I'm pretty wide-eyed, but I'm not bushy-tailed because I do...
Well, you have a bushy tail. Look,
a little bit of Ativan.
Turn around. You are bushy-tailed. You have a little bunny.
Today.
You have a little bunny bush back there.
And that's actually the messy bun, but that's because I have super curly hair.
The messy bun. You went ahead and toasted some buns in the oven there earlier, I see. You posted a picture.
I ruined it.
You ruined it? It looked good to me. What happened? What'd you do? You burned down the house again, didn't you?
When I went to cut it, I was not a happy girl.
Oh, God.
The picture looks nice. It's the inside-y part that didn't look so great.
Should have taken a picture of the inside-y part.
The inside. Well, most of it, except for this one right down the middle, didn't. Yeah. It's one of the worst breads I think I've ever made.
Oh, God.
But it's been a while. I haven't been able to be up in there long enough to get it done. And now I'm going to have to try, and I'm going to have to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, it does kind of look a little, yeasty, if you know what I mean.
Well, let's see it.
Yeah, hang on. Let me pull you up.
Of course, there are better ones on. I've done many a good bread.
I'm not saying you haven't. Just this one is like...
See, Christian came in the kitchen, started talking to me, and I lost track of how many cups of flour.
He screwed up.
And then I took it out of the oven too soon.
And you went ahead and called it food porn still.
It did look like food porn. It wasn't until later on when I went to cut it that I realized it wasn't so much. It's still a food porn picture.
Yeah, it still looks, it still looks good.
Nice.
But take a look. It's like it's got wrinkles in the middle like, an old lady or something.
I thought I didn't even pick up on it until I went to cut it. Yeah. And then, no.
It was just doughy?
Yeah, it's a mushy. Yep, I'll have to make a new one tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure you got plenty of time, plenty of dough. It's all good.
No, not plenty of dough. I make it fresh.
Well, okay. Well, you can make...
it takes over an hour to make the dough.
Jeez.
Well, it takes me about a half an hour to make the dough, and then it has to poof for an hour.
Has to poop for an hour? What?
Poof.
Oh, poof.
Poof.
So you said poop.
It grows. The yeast bubbles and goes, yay, I'm growing.
Scary.
Yeah.
Don't forget, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Charles Richardson Show. It's on youtube.com/channel/UC3QIJH6EGTNZ EG3990XEQW/featured.
We are.
Yeah, we're on that
I always
link.
forget we're on
that was
YouTube
great.
too.
Well, I
Look
started
at you, how
doing.
talented you are.
Yeah, right.
Knowing how to broadcast.
Yeah.
All that.
Broadcast a live show that's more than 10 minutes long. Imagine that.
Imagine that. And it's on YouTube. It's on the YouTube.
Directly on YouTube.
And it's on the Facebook.
Yep. And I got plenty of subscribers.
We're on a bunch of places now.
Yeah. We're on a bunch of places. We don't get kicked off for nothing.
Imagine that.
Not at all. Not at all.
They have to do with the fact that we're not assholes.
That is true. We get that there.
I can be a bitch, but I am not an asshole.
This guy is seriously got a big heart on for Billy. I feel bad for Bad Billy, actually, because it's like now he has to watch behind his back so he doesn't get raped in the ass.
I think we broke him. I think we finally broke him.
He keeps saying he's not mad. He's not. He seems.
No, I think he's broken this time.
He seems.
He and his 200 or whatever followers he did have on Facebook went bye-bye.
Did they really have that many?
On his show page, yes.
He did?
Which he stupidly never really took a lot of advantage of, yes. But on his personal page, he only had 55. So here's the fun part. I don't know how detailed you were told.
Hang on a second.
The fun part of the story is...
Hang on. Let's see who this call is. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah, why would you use my face after I put it on the internet? Yeah, God damn it, Dirk. Yeah, I'm going to sue you.
You should.
It's the My Pillow dude.
I don't know. The fuck was that?
That dude that did that other guy magazine. What was his name?
I don't know.
Yeah, the one in the wheelchair. I can't remember his name.
The one in the wheelchair.
He was super rich. He made a ton of money in
Stephen
magazine, but somebody shot him. Hustler? Was it Hustler?
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah. So he was the Hustler.
Sounds like that guy too.
That is true. He does.
Somebody was talking very nasally. There was a lot of nasal going on in there.
There must have. I wonder how Hustler magazine is doing. Actually, I mean, I don't even know if they're in business anymore. Are they?
I don't know.
I'm kind of curious now.
Nothing I actually need.
Oh yeah, there. Larry Flint. There we go.
That's the guy. Yep. See, didn't his voice sound like him? Now that you think about it,
he did sound a little nasally and country. So yeah. I mean, that was a redneck that had sinus problems.
I might get kicked out of that group. I'm sharing us, and I think I just shared us in a group. I might get kicked out of for it, but hey, that's all right. I don't care.
Billy said he's not worried at all about JoJo. I wouldn't think you would be. He's all the way in New York. Doesn't even have enough money to pay for your food.
No show, no platform, no nada. He broken. We broke him. Ding dong, the dick is gone. The dick is gone. The dick is gone. Ding dong, the dick is gone.
Bad Bill, you're on the air. What's up?
Another racist piece of shit put in his place by a woman.
Go ahead, Billy.
So let me tell you.
Hold on. We just picked up on Bad Billy, and you're over here like a maniac over there. Billy, what's up?
Fun.
No, I was just going to say I don't feel like I have to watch over my shoulder at all. In fact, I just find it really comical about that last video, how he says that I'm not supposed to, or how he thinks I'm not supposed to be showing my firearms on YouTube.
Fire! Yeah, let's put it this way. We all know that he's kind of gone. He's done. And he's over here. It's like, you'll never interfere with my show again. Number one, who are you going on to promote your show? And number two, whoever you do, unless you go ahead and do a private video on your website and private audio on your website, there's always going to be somebody that can be called to take your sorry ass down.
That requires him to find out how to do his own player.
Yeah.
He can't do it right now, by the way, the player on his website points to a wonderful black channel.
That's true. I mean, that's you have to applaud that.
You have to. Well done by Live 365. They have my respect.
Go ahead, man.
I was going to say, Charles, let's take Raw Talk Online, for example, of what I said I was going to do. And by the way, I have a cold. Please excuse my voice.
Okay. You're excused.
But let's say you give him the platform and give him the all the codes he needs to punch into his encoder and start broadcasting, and you tell him he can do whatever the fuck he wants. What
Interesting
I told him
fantasy,
I would
but
do. Yeah, I know. I know you wouldn't do any of this. I'm just using you as an example, though.
Using me. Many women have done that.
But I said that if he goes up on any platform or any station and starts using his racist content, first off, let's say if it was Raw Talk Online, I'd go to you and say, look, this is what's going on your platform. This is what he's doing. Are you going to tolerate this?
Right.
If you're going to say, oh, well, it's freedom of speech, he can do what he wants, I would escalate it higher, and I would have gone to Shoutcast. And that's how I plan on doing this.
Right. Well, technically it's not Shoutcast, but yeah, I know what you mean. You'd go to the next level higher, who I'm buying the time for, and say, hey, there's racist stuff going on there, and hopefully, in my defense, if that was ever to happen, which it's not, but in my defense, I'm hoping the same person that owns that company owns YouTube, and they just let him just be, do his thing. Which, by the way, if you take a look, YouTube, he refrains from all that talk. He goes ahead and he talks in code.
He says that too. I talk in code.
Yeah, we know the code that you talk in there. You talk.
Bots don't. That's what saves them on YouTube is that the bots don't know the code.
Yeah, exactly. They don't know the code.
NIGS. He's going to talk about some NIGS. Thinking, we're not going to figure that out, and I've already turned that shit in.
Yeah, I was like thinking, if maybe it was Figs, like Fig Newton. Maybe, if he's going to talk,
platforming couldn't happen to a nicer, racist, misogynist piece of shit.
Let's clarify everything. His Facebook is down.
Yes.
His Live 365 is down.
Yes.
He doesn't have any other platform except YouTube, which he's gone
also been kicked off of Instagram and Twitter.
Oh, well, I don't even think he really cared about those, to be honest with you.
No,
he did at one point.
Yeah, at one point, yeah. He was searching. He was working his ass off trying to get somewhere else besides YouTube, but YouTube seems to like him.
He has a website he doesn't know how to utilize to put any content on without somebody else or some third party helping him. So all he has is his 10-minute videos on YouTube.
Which, by the way, I don't understand why it's 10 minutes. Why just do a 30-minute video?
Something about his phone, and for whatever reason, he doesn't know how to do it without using his phone.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. It's very bizarre. He tends to make things much more complicated.
Oh, you know what it is? Okay, so it's not live. So he pre-records it on his phone, then uploads it.
Because he believes that he can't be live on YouTube until he has 1,000 followers.
Well, I got 34 subscribers, which is almost twice as many as he's got. I know, I'm really popular.
And we're live right now.
And we're
Why
live,
is that?
bitch.
I think you're tech savvy and you actually figured out how to do it. Now,
well, I know how to send an MP3 through email.
Well, this is true. You also know how to make yourself live on YouTube, but we're not going to hold that educational class right now.
No, not at all.
No. Let your 30 years of experience in Stevie Radio guide you on your way.
All right, Billy, man. Hey, thanks for calling in. And listen, feel better, man. Take some Flonase or something.
I will. All right, later.
All right, Bad Billy there of Outlaw Radio calling us in to give us his 3 cents. Or for
what it was worth, right?
Whatever. Listen, he's got some valuable information.
It's worth a heck of a lot more than a Russian ruble right now, which is less than a penny.
Hell of a lot more than Joe's life. Just saying. I mean, I'm not saying do anything bad to him. I'm just saying it's like he's over there bouncing from house to house or home to home, and it's like next thing you know, it might be an insane asylum. We don't know. I'm not even sure if they'll take him in. But he is getting views, though. I will tell you that. I don't know if it's just because everybody's sharing it and hey, look at this, what he said about me. And what,
his 19 whole subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, YouTube doesn't care when he says horrible things, even types it out. That's perfectly okay.
I mean, also,
but they'll ding people who are trying to share scientific data, and they don't even pay attention that they're on the right side.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Bizarre.
It's like, he can go ahead and use the code name for black people that he uses.
Well, for example, 2 days ago on YouTube, he produced this video. I will deal with you, Billy Jerkoff motherfucker loser.
Oh, you mean
that's the title.
You mean this one?
So Billy Painter making threats out there that he's going to do this and he's going to do that and he's going to... Hey,
first off, number one, he didn't threaten. He did it. He kicked you off, and you're over there crying about it.
Billy, you can't get me off of YouTube, you fucking loser. What a
no, but I got you off of Facebook.
Facebook Live 365. Oh, we can get you off of it. So okay, listen, you can have your YouTube. You can go ahead and have your YouTube. Nobody cares.
So the Facebook thing, on his personal profile, he actually shared a memory. But in that memory, he referred to people of color in a very not okay way.
N-word?
And this was, black something.
Oh.
And he, the funny thing about it, like I said, is him.
He screwed up.
Sharing a memory from his past. So a dear friend reported that particular post for the racist due to ethnicity that it was. And within short order, suddenly that post was gone. And then shortly after that, the entire account was gone. And subsequently, the show account is gone.
Interesting.
Yes.
See, honestly...
So he basically got himself banned off of Facebook.
He screwed
by sharing
himself.
a memory.
So they didn't catch the memory at first. Now they got the memory, and now they
Correct. When somebody reported it, pointing out the fact that it was, in fact, actually racist against ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
And, So, I'm giddy with joy.
Oh, you are. I'd be too. And also all the videos that are being done. Oh, I hate Matt Connaughton, and because he went ahead and organized all this against me. Dickwad Dirk, Billy, Charles Richardson, everybody's
now
against.
His very last video on YouTube is Matt's favorite.
The last one? Oh, see,
the very last one on March 8th. It has 33 views. It's when he declares Matt the mastermind.
The mastermind.
And the creator of all of you. He is the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, 33 views. Here we go. Here's his show.
This is Matt's favorite.
Come on, Joe. Talk. Why the hell can't Joe talk?
So he can get more publicity.
Oh, wait a second. Let me start over.
It's like Matt Covington wants me to talk about him so he can get more publicity. Okay? Fair enough. I'll talk about Matt Covington. I'll say that Matt Covington is the worst kind of slime bag there is. That he manipulated this whole thing against me with Billy Painter and Dirt Dickwad and the Jared Slimebag show and Charles Richardson. I don't know if there's anybody else out there, but
I'm sure there is.
He instigated it. He is the brainchild to get all these people after me, and Billy Painter went to Live 365 like the fucking little punk coward bitch that he is, and turned me in. But but you see, everybody thinks that I'm this angry guy for what Billy Painter did. Billy Painter is a low-life scumbag. He's the worst kind of human being there is.
Didn't you just say that about Matt? So who's worse, Billy or Matt? I mean, I'm lost. Who ranks number one?
He does declare Matt the mastermind, though.
Yeah.
So I think that ups ups him a notch.
Okay, so Matt and then
And the creator of Billy Painter, too.
Damn it, so where am I, right?
So that's
You're in there, too. You're his creation as well.
Oh.
Like him, a loser like him. Because he benefits by getting more publicity for himself. See, Dirk...
Yeah, all 33 views. That's a lot of publicity.
It's the same way. He uses my name and my image to generate publicity.
Your image is horrible. If I wanted an old geezer that didn't comb his hair and had freaking nasty-ass teeth, believe me,
He no longer hides the bad hair days. He's all full. He's come into his full blossom. I'm very proud of him for owning it. It's good.
Yep. He just needs to dye the bottom ball tickler to match the top.
For himself.
It's an angry
Billy
little
Painter,
troll. You just want to go like this and mess his hair up.
Fucking jerk off. The only one that doesn't seem to do that is Charlie Richardson. But Charlie,
here you go. See,
I'm the good guy here.
This is why I said you never know.
You never know. You never know. Hold on.
You never know.
I got to hear this again.
That is Charlie Richardson.
No,
he uses my name and my image to generate publicity for himself. Billy Painter, the same kind of fucking jerk off. The only one that doesn't seem to do that is Charlie Richardson. But Charlie Richardson is a 2-faced, 10-faced, and a fucking 20-faced piece of shit, which is the reason why I don't like him. But I would have to say that Charlie Richardson doesn't need me for publicity. Okay? So in that sense, that's pretty cool. And I respect Charlie Richardson. But
Wow. I guess I have a new best friend.
He respects you.
Yeah. Even though I go, even though
you're 2-faced, 10-faced,
20-faced piece of shit. Yeah.
How many monkeys jumping on the bed? Oh, sorry. I got distracted.
Do we want to continue?
Go for it.
I don't like him because he's a fucking 20-faced cocksucker.
Oh, now I'm a cocksucker. If I was a piece of shit, I'm a
20-faced cocksucker, you'd make a lot of money.
Well,
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
the wife could pimp your ass out and pay off the house in no time.
$50
20 at once.
$50 times 20. That's about $1,000 right there. Probably don't even need to go that long. Maybe 15, 20 minutes and just get everybody off. And there's the next round.
Do one of those a day and pay off the house in short order.
Shit. I'm thinking about getting like 19 more heads.
Jesus Christ.
And Matt Covington is a 25-faced cocksucker. He's using all this stuff, okay, to benefit him. And he.
All right, I got to ask you real quick before we continue. What is now? Obviously, Matt is refrained completely because I made a comment and he did not read the comment with his name in it. He completely refrained from mentioning Crazy Joe anymore. Is that from management or is that Matt? I have to ask.
You have to ask Matt.
Well, damn
I didn't pick up on that.
Damn it, Matt's not here.
Well, then I guess you're going to have to hold your question till the future.
No, I can't.
Of course, I'll be able to ask him when he comes home, and I'll know much sooner than you will.
Yeah,
You'll have to wait till Friday, and I'll tell you then.
I'm just kind of curious because I typed in a message. I said we just need to send Crazy Joe to Russia, and they won't be able to last against a real New Yorker. And he says, Charles mentioned we need to send a certain somebody that we don't mention here anymore. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he did have a new name for it. It was
Brooklyn Billy or something.
Martinez.
Stacey. But I'm just saying is that
So there's Mr. Krabs and then there's Stacey Martinez.
Interesting. I didn't pick up on the Stacey. Like I said, is that his creation or is that management saying don't mention this douchebag anymore? I'm kind of curious because he's never had a problem with it before.
I'm pretty sure the last thing that they said to Matt was I have this vision of my head somewhere. There's some FCC office that's got a fucking chainmail going of the audio of whatever message he fucked up and left on there. It's like What? Matt's more PG than the FFC. I mean, seriously. Yeah. But I want to hear that message. Like, can you just imagine whoever got that message?
Hello.
Yeah, you got to be aware now. You know, us New Yorkers.
Hey,
we keep track of these things.
Hey, this is Crazy Joe, and I'm wanting to report Matt Carrington to the FCC. He's
it's Matt
Carrington, yeah. I want he was from WMNH, those douchebags in New Hampshire, Dick and Billy Dickwad.
98% white there, you know.
98% white, and you know that, and he says some pretty nasty. He says some pretty nasty things, even though he doesn't say it on the radio. It's pretty nasty. I've heard him say it. I can't prove it, but you know, it's stuff that he said that he gets me into trouble. He took me off Live 365. He's the master brain. He's the mastermind behind all this.
Booted off a Live 365 with your mouth.
Listen, I just said the N word like maybe 5 or 10,000 times, but it shouldn't be that bad of a deal.
I had never heard it so many times in my life.
Yeah, I know.
In all honesty,
Billy says, "Is JoJo stupid to see that people can think for themselves and make their own decisions?" No, apparently not. Let's not forget JoJo's saying he's going to sue WMNH for violating his constitutional rights.
Yeah, he's going to sue us for definition of character.
Yeah, defecation of character, maybe. Let's read some comments here. So Dirk, actually, I thought Dirk was on Robin Slim today because I was bummed out. It's like, really? On IPM Nation, I'm going against Robin Slim from 6 to 9:30? Shit, no wonder I don't get any listens on IPM Nation.
Stop it.
Anyway, Dirk says, man, who the fuck was that caller? Daniel Munoz agreed Larry Flint, was it? Jim Haynes from MyRadio.rocks. How you doing? Better audio quality on MyRadio.rocks and watching here. Awesome. Loving it. So there must be something going on with the audio feed on Facebook then. I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Rocky says he made a YouTube video about you guys a few hours ago. Really? Okay, we got to take a look at that. Maybe find out what's going on. We have a YouTube viewer that says Von Rent. I have no idea what that means, but thank you very much for listening on YouTube. And then Jenny says, drop the link and drop it like it's hot, something like that. All right.
I did not, but okay.
What was so I got to see here. So he did a video a few hours ago? I didn't. I don't see that.
I couldn't. That's why I said it, because I think the one that you just played was the last one.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Rocky knows.
He's still licking his wounds in a corner somewhere.
Well,
because his mouth caught up to him.
I'm like saying he's been going 3-4 videos a day for the past week. Like he's been at it. Like, you know, he just can't stop his YouTube fascination. So, anywho, no more Crazy Joe show, even though it never started to begin with. Although it did.
No.
You know what? It did.
No, there's decades of talk about having one.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Billy Smith, which is John Monroe in Billy's body. Facebook begged me or bagged me for 30 days. I said, this pedophile needs an ass beaten. You shouldn't have said that, Billy, a.k.a. John Monroe. You should have said this pedophile needs to be shot. Because that's what one of these people did. That's what Cain Velasquez did. Got in trouble, got busted for, you know, shooting at a pedophile. I'm thinking, bravo, you need to make this motherfucker a cop. Come on now. I'm sorry, it was that video. I thought it was a few hours ago. No, sorry, Rocky. The other guy on Jenny's podcast, unfortunately, has to verify that was the last video. The other guy.
Well, he did come from my tribe.
He did. 813.
You're in our tribe now. It's been long enough.
Has it been?
It's been quite a while, actually.
I don't remember, to be honest.
She and Joe brought all of that together. All of these crazy personalities from all over the place all found each other because of his asinine behavior and the desire to shut it down.
He's gonna shut it down.
Right.
Burn it
It's the rare instance when deplatforming someone is absolutely warranted.
I'm just very, very surprised. Well, I'm not surprised.
I was absolutely flabbergasted that he was as bad as he was. I honestly thought there was hope. I
There's
really,
Matt.
really and truly thought there was.
There's Matt. We can ask him the question now. So Matt, I know you're listening now, so go ahead, either call in or type in. Was it you or management that chose to stop mentioning Crazy Joe by name? That's the question that everybody is on their edge of their seat, of their pants, ready to take a dump, wanting to know. So we need to know. Billy went ahead and did a meme that says "Free Kane" from what
Free
he did.
what?
Free Kane, Kane Velasquez, the guy that.
You mean like Cain and Abel?
No, not Cain and Abel. No, definitely not that. No. Wow.
Ooh.
It was management.
Dun, dun, dun.
So
management.
So I guess you were wrong, Jenny. The last thing that management told him was not. It was not a laugh.
Well, I said to Maddie, I said that the last thing that Matt said to you about him was, and I laughed quite loudly.
Yeah, so I guess
the other guy's ear.
Yeah, I guess they just had enough of them. And it's like, listen, how long is this going to take? I doubt it very seriously had anything to do with threats or suing.
Oh, God.
I mean...
No, for definition of character, yes.
Yeah. Well, here's... Wait a minute. We can go ahead and do definition of character right now. Let's do character definition.
No, that's not the way he said it. It was the other way around.
Definition of character. He wants to know what the definition of character is. Well, it's the mental and moral.
He wants to sue you for definition of character.
He wants to sue us for the definition.
It with suing you.
I know. I'm over here trying to make light of it. I'm over here maybe trying to settle. Let's settle the lawsuit. Here's the definition of character. The mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual or a person in a novel, play, or movie. Well, we definitely know it's not Crazy Joe. He ain't no character. Because, first off, he'd be fired.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. We don't know what the hell he is. Yeah. But there's the definition of character. I mean, can't we just settle already on it? Just settle for knowledge. Here, Joe, this is what definition of character is. Enjoy. Defamation of character is a different thing. Defecation of character, that's just something really stinky.
That sounds like you upchucked something.
Definitely.
That's not a good thing.
So I'm over here watching prices skyrocketing in gas. It's gotten as high as $4.19 here locally, which is
no, we're way higher.
When you say way higher, how high are we talking?
We've got places that are over 5.
Shit. 5 for just regular 87 octane.
No, I think. Let me double check.
Yeah,
where we're at,
because I just do 87 octane in my on my hybrid. So I'm over here watching.
Okay, so the current average for regular is $4.23, for diesel $4.95. That's killing ambulance companies and gas. Oh man,
and truckers.
Oof.
Yeah.
Which means everything in the grocery store is going to go up because it's that much more money to get everything. I suspect we're going to be over 5 in short order.
Don't say 5 before April 8th, because that's when I come back. Ugh. We need to keep it as low as possible.
California's at $5.57.
I don't care about California. California's always going to be $1.50 higher than everybody else.
They're always super high.
Yeah, because it's the taxes over there. So I'm over here watching all the gas prices go up, and I'm over here trying to calculate the trip and what's going to happen. So I got the Gas Buddy thing there, where got the road trip calculator. So before on my hybrid, going from Port Charlotte, Florida, which is why I'm down here, to the northernest place I would go, which would be Manchester, and it calculates $288 in gas round trip. Not bad, right? I mean, that's for a 3,000 mile trip, round trip. That's not bad. Now, since gas has gone up to $4.17, I recalculated, and it gave me $357. Only up by $60. That's $30 each way. So it's not technically breaking the bank. I mean, $60 I can earn in a couple hours work. I'm not really worried about that. And, of course, we're going to have some extra cash because we're going to make some stops. We're going to go over to Carlo's Bakery in New Jersey, see the Cake Boss. And if we don't see the Cake Boss, we're going to buy some fucking donuts over there and some sweets.
There you go.
Yep. I'll be rolling into Manchester on a diabetic coma by the time that happens.
Holy shit.
What?
The oil prices are insane.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd take a peek and see home heating oil, $5.35 cash price with 150 gallon minimum.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And that's all because of the war. You cannot blame this on Joe. I'm not talking about crazy Joe Biden. We can't blame it on him.
Hopefully, I do think that it's a good possibility that we'll see some kind of a federal tax vacay.
We need something.
A little bit to ease some of the burden on us.
Yeah.
If they release more of the strategic. But one thing I keep hearing is that there is an ability to collect more domestically, and it's already permitted and it already exists. It's up to the companies to ramp up higher.
Yep.
So, but they're making a shitload of money right now, so they're incentivized to ramp up slowly.
Yeah, slowly but surely. And and all the more time I'm over here, it's like, well, I'm not going to be able to buy this masterful pizza pie over there that Matt gets his hands on every Friday. I'm going to have to settle for some garbage heap, single slice. That's it. I'm not going to be able to do that. I have to cut back.
I'm looking here, neighboring Massachusetts, the Boston Herald is saying that the home heating oil is close to $6 a gallon.
I assume that's high.
That's very high.
You got to remember,
when I had my house in Andover, I think my last oil prices were somewhere around $2.50, $2.80, and that was a lot. Mm-hmm. That was actually more pricey than it was when I originally bought the house. Now it's Jesus.
What happened to the stimulus checks? We need some stimulus checks.
This is the kind of shit that what ends up happening is people run short and they're trying to milk through to spring because it's just around the corner.
Yep.
So they'll put diesel in their house.
Yeah.
They'll just go, but at the price of diesel, I don't.
It's not going to be much better. Diesel is up there at $5 a gallon.
The diesel prices are just as bad.
Yeah,
we need them. There has to be a number of things that take place, not just from the United States. Though it's got to be other countries have got to do similar things in order to bring that price.
What was it?
At least more stabilized.
But was it you that mentioned it, or Matt that said that they're going to bring oil from Venezuela now? They're close to signing a deal with that, or something.
There's actually no. That's something that's been in the media just in the last 24 hours or so. When Trump was president, he put some constraints on Venezuela and some penalties, meaning that the United States wouldn't buy more of their products. Because he didn't like something that they did. I forget exactly what it was. Yeah. So now there's a negotiation going on, and Venezuela actually released some Americans that were being held in jail there. And I forget what the exact reason is. I'd have to find the article for us.
But what's that got to do with oil, though? I thought they were going to
oil. No, it is. It is. Because it opened up a positive with the United States to get the United States to come to the table and say, okay, you're serious about this. Mm-hmm. Maybe we can renegotiate. We'll lift some of the constraints. We'll buy more of your product. So we're not getting it from Russia. This could end up, what I would love to see is somehow, places like that are or places here domestically are increasing production, that we end up finding ways to do things more economically than we were utilizing Russia.
Yeah.
That being said, we don't use a lot of Russian oil.
Which is good.
We use more gas than we do oil. Correct. So it's not going to hurt us as bad as it is some of the other countries. But when it goes up around the rest of the world, it's going to go up here. We're not isolated from that.
No.
The only way to do that would be a mass effort of domestic producers to ramp it up, of, are negotiating with other countries like Venezuela and perhaps getting a better price. If that can happen, maybe we don't ever go back to taking anything from Russia. Maybe Russia fucks itself.
Wasn't
and
that the whole thing,
everything.
though?
That's what I want. I want Russia to lose fucking everything.
Wasn't that the whole thing, though? When Trump was in office, wasn't that the whole thing? Was to go ahead and make sure that we can provide our own oil. We weren't depending on foreign oil. Wasn't that one of the things he was trying to do?
In part, yes.
Okay. We must have lost, some type of trajectory on that, because apparently we're so preoccupied with, overseas oil that it's being affected now. Now, the one place that we get our oil, the Taliban controls, and the other place we get our oil now is being, it's part of a war. So
there's a series of things here that it's like a house of cards falling down on itself, of things that have been done wrong.
Listen, if we went ahead and had the option, let's say we're going to drill off the coast of Alaska, or off the coast of a place or a state that doesn't have any drilling going on, would you support it?
Say that again in my good ear.
So, I don't know. Attention, Jenny. No.
Yes, Jenny is here now. She was finding you the article and listening to you, and
I appreciate
and the brain went bye-bye.
Okay. No, so right now we have certain areas that we're drilling offshore. They're talking about like drilling off the coast of Florida, drilling off the coast of the Carolinas, or whatever. I knew that was happening way before. If we started drilling in these places that they say we're not allowed to drill anymore, would you be opposed to it? Would you?
No.
Okay, why?
I would be supportive of increasing domestic production at this point right now, because we've got to help. We got to help businesses. We got to help families. Right. Families are struggling, and it's only going to get worse. With buying groceries is so expensive now. I remember when I was a kid, $5 I could go and get a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread and a jar of peanut butter, and at least have something. You can't do that now. In this,
you got to grab some jelly there too.
But here's the other side of that. Yes, we do that. We just don't only do that. Mm-hmm. We then need to invest in more renewable energies. I've been to the Netherlands and I've seen the windmill farms, and no, they don't kill birds, and they work really great. In fact, they don't have ugly wires everywhere. They've actually buried their wires. So they have this beautiful beautiful environment for animals. The animal production there is just insane. How big things get and how much.
So wasn't that was the problem? It's like it was going to damage wildlife, the fishing environment.
It doesn't.
No?
It does now. Trump kept saying it kills birds, and it doesn't kill birds. It just doesn't kill birds. It's just.
Why no birds have to dive in the
energy, renewable energy that we can utilize. The more renewables because we need this.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, if we don't make changes right now, there isn't going to be a planet.
We got to separate from the rest of the world. We have to. In regards to the whole planet and everything, that's another discussion.
We are the assholes.
Well,
we're the assholes in the bunch. When I went overseas, they did. Let me tell you, I learned a lot when I went to Europe and saw that they take it more seriously than we do. They don't just have glass in cans. They have clear glass, green glass, brown glass. They have cans. They have paper. Everything is separated. Very little goes into the trash can. Everything is separated. And people just do it. You go to the grocery store, you bring your own bag.
No, that's how it is in some of the places that over here. If you go to Aldi's
without having to get paid for it, they do more. Well, you can get the bottom line is that they do a hell of a lot more recycling than we do.
Yeah.
They're not as trashy as us. Trash in the street. Everybody recycles.
You trying to say we're trash?
I am.
Okay.
We have everything huge, and we throw away shit. You go over there, and the grocery store. The vast majority of it is fresh. 70% of their groceries are produced domestically.
Okay.
So they don't see a lot of the issues that we have.
Yeah.
We outsource so much of our food. Everything we get from everywhere else. America got lazy, and we stopped making shit.
No,
we stopped building and doing things.
We just figured it would be cheaper just to go ahead and get it overseas for whatever reason. I don't know. Let's take a couple of comments here, and then we're going to take a break here. Billy says 2 cups, 1 crazy Joe. $4.55 regular gas there. That's in Connecticut, though. How can it be $4.55 for regular gas there, and I guess it's not too bad. No, not much of a difference. 423 in New
Eastern
Hampshire.
Seaboard's not doing as badly as the Western Seaboard right now, but it's catching up.
Brittany Greer, WNBA star, held in Russian jail. They said for drug possession of weed. We'll touch on that after the break.
Absolutely.
And cannabis oil. So, but didn't she get released or something? Or she's still held?
It was a vape pen.
Oh God!
It was a vape pen.
It's a vape pen, you mother.
And supposedly a cannabis vape pen.
God.
I truly don't believe it. I honestly believe they saw an American and grabbed her.
Yep. There you go. And
that's what I think.
And that's what happens when you go on a cruise to Mexico. They see American, grab them. Grab them. We're going to take a break. Got a couple of songs. Revel 9 and The Shapes coming at you. 6 minutes, 7 minutes with the bit. And we're coming right back here. Don't go. Actually, let's tell you what we got going on. Not only the Brittany Griner, we also have Disney in the news. We have an assistant principal who got canned. You'll not believe what he got canned for. And also, there was a guy that had a pig heart transplant that was so successful. Yeah, not successful anymore. And the Strawberry Shortcake has earned a trophy. We'll turn all that and more right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
Tapping fingers on the floor, well, anything at all. I hate and all the emptiness that flies on me now. Such a senseless tragedy. Thought there'd be more to me than bow and leave the stage. As I slip right through the moments in my way, as I step right through the motions that I make, it was wrong all along, never be again. I'll take these memories down from all the walls so we can watch them burn. Just wait, I'll show you all that you've done to make me now. Such a senseless tragedy. Thought there'd be more to me than bow and leave the stage. As I slip right through the moments in my way, as I step right through the motions that I make, it was wrong all along, stupid. Let's take a moment here to walk you through so you see it all. Such a senseless tragedy. Thought there'd be more to me than bow and leave the stage. As I slip right through the moments in my way, as I step right through the motions that I make, and I'll leave you to reflections in my wake. It was wrong all along, never be again. I know that she knows I'm not the hurting kind. When I saw you across the floor,
running back and forth behind Jenny over there. Trying to
yes, he is.
Looks like he's lost his keys or something.
No. He just, for whatever reason, likes to do things in the doorway of his office. Rather than in the office or in the living room, it's in the doorway.
Anyway, want to go ahead and show some love over there to Hulk Hulling and Contracting, Karen and David. You know who we're talking about. They're the team that actually comes out, does hard work, and they don't rip you off. So go ahead and call them for an estimate, 941-204-1264. If you're in the Southwest Florida area, heck, in the Florida area, period, and even beyond, give them a call. Maybe they can work something out for you. 941-204-1264. They handle all types of work, home improvements, odd jobs, lawn maintenance, car repairs, much, much more. Again, 941-204-1264. Set up an estimate. Hard work, fair prices. That's Hulk Hulling and Contracting. Booyah! You know, the people that do charge a lot is Disney. And they keep charging and keep charging. And you know what? Maybe I'm just a sucker. Maybe I'm just that much of a sucker to go ahead and say, yes, Disney, punch me again with some high prices. I'm still going to pay the annual pass. I'll still pay it. Come on, punch me again.
What do you guys pay for that?
Right now, before the increase, it was like $69 a month.
A month?
A month.
For the whole family?
No, for me.
Holy shit.
Now, keep in mind that is for unlimited access to all 4 Disney parks. So if I was like there at Orlando, we'd probably go like once a week, which is equivalent.
Can you go on the rides?
Oh, yeah. There's no tickets. I mean, once you get in, you go on the rides. You can go on the rides as many times as you want, as long as, the lines don't get crazy, which they have been.
That's still a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Per person?
Per person.
There's 3 of yous.
3 of us. 3 of yous. Yes. So
That's
it's
insane.
me and Alyssa. Well, again, this is before the increase. The pass that we have for Florida residents was it's $64 and change a month. And that is no blackouts. Free access to all 4 parks, and we can hop to the park and park, the same day. Now, for the same park pass, they've raised it. The new passes that I will have to renew in July. They've raised it. If I want to keep the same stuff I have, no blackout dates, free access to all the parks, $93 a month.
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to do it?
No. I'm going to go to the next step below it and suffer some blackout dates. And still keep the same price payment that I was getting. I think it's like a couple of bucks more. But yeah, man.
Considering that you live there, that's not really that big of a deal, though.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, $800 for a year pass and break it down in 12 months. That's not too bad. You got to think it's like, we go there.
In your opinion.
In my opinion, you're right. But we used to go like at least once a month. So let's take 12 times, say, a single park pass, not even a park hopper. A single park pass, $125 to get in.
Wow.
12 times. That's a deal. I'll take that. I'm paying far less.
If you're going to go that much, sure.
Yeah. I'm paying far less than $1,400 for a park pass. Listen, our family is Disney blood. I mean, if you take a look at...
Everybody's got their thing.
Yeah, and you know what? And I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So the audio quality may suck, but hold on.
Why?
Just hold on.
I don't want to hear It's a Small World.
No, well, you're not going to hear It's a Small World. Stop.
I don't want to hear Heidi Ho.
Stop.
Oh, wait, that's not that
That's
one.
not Heidi Ho is Tim Allen.
No, Heidi Ho is Mr. Pooh.
Mr. Pooh?
Yes. No. South Park.
Oh, yeah. Heidi Ho.
Heidi Ho.
Okay, I get it now.
Oh, my gosh. Seriously, I think you're nuts over this whole. I mean, I do.
No,
I think
it's not. It really isn't. Alyssa's here.
Did you just? Oh, good.
So let me get the camera so we can see her. She actually has the best hair out of all three of us.
Really?
Yeah.
He must be.
Yeah, Jenny's got the dirty bun back there. It's all over the place.
I got the messy.
I've been working all day and my hair's a mess.
Yeah, it ain't that much of a mess. I mean, come on. Let's take a look at you there. Yeah, turn around.
I'm not going to turn around.
All right, now. Save that shit for the other room.
What? What are you talking about? How dare you? Why the hell can't I do this? Yes, I do have.
Because it's saying, fuck you!
Today was the day that the parades came back at Disney.
I did not hear that. I heard that they were bringing...
Fantasy was back today.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
I wasn't sure if that was what you were talking about Disney for.
No, it's something
we were
different.
talking about how their prices have increased dramatically.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They always do. It sucks.
Do they charge you less for the kiddo, or is it all the same price?
No,
same price. But he has a different pass. It's got more blackouts though.
Well, if we were doing like single day tickets, then it would be less for him. But because he has an annual pass, and it's the same price.
Right.
Y'all are nuts.
We are nuts. We are a Disney home. I'm sorry. That's the way it is.
Hey, it's not just a thing. It's a way of life. I get it.
Hang on.
Stefan had his school pictures today.
Yeah.
And the shirt that he wore was a Hawaiian shirt that has Stitch on it.
What are you showing us? You drink way too much soda. Just saying.
Oh, why are you going out into the messy house?
Turn on living room. Hang on. So we have all of our decorations.
Wow.
This is on the coffee show.
Oh, that's neat. Is that like a choo-choo train?
It's the monorail.
Oh, from Disney. Oh, wow. Oh, I like the wedding picture.
This is a puzzle she drew or she put up. I'm just telling you, this is how Disney we are.
I can see how Disney you are.
Yeah. So
I think there's treatment for that.
Yeah.
We'll pass.
Okay.
We'll pass on any treatment for that.
Where's Jenny? There she is. Okay.
I'm around.
All right, let me get rid of this so it stops echoing.
What am I showing you? What are you showing me now?
We're showing you that we're doing a show still. All right, so
okay.
So Disney apparently there was a movement down here in Florida about something about the "Don't Say Gay" bill that DeSantis was. Well, number one, you're not going to get it. So what happens if I say gay? Gay.
That's the nickname of the bill. It's a slang nickname to the bill, but it's not exactly what it says. But what the bill puts a gag order on teaching anything outside of a nuclear family.
I still don't understand it.
You can't have a book in there that says Johnny has two moms. That would be against the law, and depending on what the bill says, it could be a fine, it could be a jail sentence.
All right. Walt Disney Company now publicly is opposing the Florida's controversial Don't Say Gay bill. CEO Bob Chapek said he will meet with Florida Governor DeSantis, and Disney will donate $5 million to organizations, including the Human Rights Campaign, that work to protect LGBTQ plus rights. Chapek acknowledged that the company's original approach didn't get the job done. So on Wednesday, he addressed the company's stance on the bill and acknowledged that its original approach didn't get the job done. DeSantis' office confirmed that Chapek had called, but said no meeting had been scheduled yet. The statement read, the governor's position has not changed. Disney is known for family-friendly company that creates wholesome entertainment for kids. The same Florida parents who take their families to Disney also support parental rights in education because they do not want their young children exposed to inappropriate content about sex and gender theory at school. Disney faced pressure for not opposing the bill publicly, particularly after it was revealed that the company provided financial support for some of the bill's backers in the state legislature. So it kind of goes on and on and on and everything like that. Number one, Disney has a gay day. They have a lot of things that deal with LGBTQs.
Not sponsored by Disney, though.
No, but they don't oppose it either.
Right.
They're welcoming to it.
Large businesses in Florida are going to be asked to take a side on this because it is such a huge issue. And it goes further than just a gag order. It allows people to sue school systems, teachers individually. You know, if a teacher makes the wrong or a perception of something a teacher says could literally lead to a lawsuit.
See, that's
because the language itself is rather vague.
That is so stupid. It really is.
Well, it's hard to not have vague language when you're trying to capture something like this. And it's awful. I mean, kiddos going to school deserve to think that they're just as normal as their other students in a classroom.
That's exactly
doesn't
my
matter
point, yeah.
who they're. We live in such a different world now. You know, you've got grandparents living with parents. You have grandparents raising kids. You have two moms. You have two dads. You have my two moms and my two dads. There are so many different ways that families are made up these days, and people are more open to creating different families. You know, there's even been an uptick on adult adoptions.
Or you even have 2.5 men. No,
but you remember with Three's Company when I was a kid, Three's Company was the edgy TV show because it was a man living with two young ladies.
Yes, what I thought of that was this guy was getting laid twice a night or at the same time. There was a threesome every night, and then that's why he died, because he got so much of it.
No, he had a heart attack. He did just kind of poop. But the thing is your governor, DeSantis, who wants to run for president, has blatantly said this hits his desk, he's signing it into law, period. In which case it goes into effect, I believe, July 1st-ish.
All right, here's Crystal. What if Johnny actually has two moms, though? Can Johnny say, this is my mom and my other mom?
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Potentially, but if her teacher says something positive in response, the teacher could then be sued by Janie's mother, who overheard the conversation.
Well, what happens if Janie's mom overheard the conversation? But I don't understand this. This is so stupid.
Here's the thing, though.
Freedom of
Johnny
speech,
should be allowed to say that he has two moms, and his teacher should say,
acknowledge it.
That's good.
Yes.
Or something positive about it, because you don't want to say something negative and make him feel like he's
This is also
not okay.
pulling all material out of classrooms, right? So these kiddos can't even see anything that resembles them in the classroom anymore.
Yeah, see, and that's just like...
And that's the other thing is we were taught to, as I was a preschool teacher for a long time, we were taught to be inclusive of everything, whether it's different abilities, different race, different,
everything,
cultures, everything.
Yeah, not one that one is higher than the other.
Right.
Or it's just equal.
This has the potential of ending up in the Supreme Court.
I don't doubt it.
If DeSantis signs it into law, then there are going to be organizations suing the state of Florida for bigoted legislation.
I'll be right back.
Good, we need to. We need to, because this is just ridiculous.
And they're making a note of this. I'm looking at an article here, and there's a lady she's the executive director of the Trevor Project, which is something that you have in in Florida that serves the LGBTQ community. Their focus is on preventing suicides. Do you remember? I don't know if Trevor, the name that it's after, is a kid that committed suicide.
Right.
And they're basically pointing out that it's already the LGBTQ community, young folks, they already have a way higher risk factor for bullying, for depression, for suicide. By signing this bill into law, it's going to exponentially grow that stigma and fuel more separation and disparities in the classroom. You're going to increase depression. You're going to increase suicide. You're going to increase bullying. This bill has the potential of taking your school systems backwards, in my opinion.
And like they weren't already backwards as it was.
Well,
seriously,
just recently in Florida, now gay couples are allowed to adopt. They weren't up until a couple years ago.
No.
But the law can go backwards and forwards. The other side of that coin is years ago in Massachusetts, the state of Massachusetts said that to the Catholic Charities, which is an adoption organization run by Catholics, you have to adopt children out to same-sex couples or we're not going to renew your license. And they said, well, we're not going to do it anymore. And they walked away, and a lot of kids waited for adoption a lot longer. Personally, I would have liked to have seen it stay in place because it had its place in society, that it was helping kiddos get out of foster care or group home situations.
But see, we had the opposite issue here in Florida because gay couples were not allowed to adopt, period.
Yeah. So you take one step forward, and now with this is three steps backwards.
Yeah, I mean, great.
All of these kids were going without families because they were being denied because they were gay couples.
Yeah.
I would love to see families just being families. Like, if in my world, in my perfect world, government doesn't need to be involved in your marriage. Two people can decide they want to take care of one another. In my perfect world, like, I wouldn't care if Janie and Janie's mother decided they wanted to live together for the end of her days, and she wanted to put her on their insurance.
Yeah.
And, then we're getting more people covered medically by allowing more than just husband, wife, child. That's not the true picture of a family anymore. Families are much more intergenerational, more mixed, and more open to each other. I think it's kind of a neat period of time to be alive in.
Yeah, and like you said, this has got a chance to go ahead and cause some major controversy, major stuff going on, and obviously Disney's already taken the stance that's like, hey, listen, we don't like this. You shouldn't have to go ahead and poke your nose in school or any of this nature here. Everything should be discussed openly. And I think listen, if we're going to go down this whole road, and I'm not trying to change subjects on this by no means, but if we're going to go down the whole road as this new type of, we have to look at everything differently now, where we have multiple genders, everybody needs to be accepted. So guess what? Now we need to have more things in the open, more things maybe even on the dockets, stuff to where guidance counselors now are well equipped to handle this, because little Johnny's going to say, what's going on? This is not saying anything about my home. Well, this is what really is there, Johnny.
You sanitize his classroom and take him out of it. How does he feel like he belongs?
Well, it's the same thing. It's like, I guess you're screwed in either way you look at it, to be honest with you, because it's like you do one way, then it's like, okay, well, you exclude them from the classroom. But if you do it the other way, then you have all these parents pissed off. So it's like, you're screwed one way or the other. There's not going to be a happy medium to everybody. Everybody's going to have one side of it or another side of it, and it's...
However, with this, how much is it going to cost taxpayers when all this shit starts showing up in a court? This gets signed into law, and anybody who's feels like they got a hair across their ass can go sue people, sue the school system, sue the teachers.
Don't they think they can do that already?
Raise that property tax up some more, right?
Yeah, right.
You need to spend some more money on education in the form of lawsuits instead of new books.
Come on, we're not paying enough in gas tax. Raise that up, too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of school, how about an assistant principal getting the pink slipped after reading a children's book in class? In Jackson, Mississippi, an assistant principal there was fired last week after reading the children's book, I Need a New Butt, to a class of second grade students. The assistant principal, Toby Price, told the TV station My boss had asked me to set up a Zoom with the second grade classes and the principal at the school they were going to be at next year, and she was going to read to them. And she didn't know. To improvise, Price said his boss told him to read the students instead. I grabbed one of my favorite books, he said, that I had nearby. I read it to them. It's a funny, silly book. Price said that he had read the book at previous school districts before and never had any pushback or complaints. Price continued, I didn't think twice about reading it because I've never had an issue with it before. There are other books that have much more suggestive material that are much more widely accepted. According to the termination letter from the superintendent of Hinds County School District, Price showed a, quote, a lack of professionalism and impaired judgment, unquote, by picking the book. Price says, I think if that, there's pretty a harsh reaction. I've been in education for 20 years and never had a disciplinary anything put in my file, not even for being late. So I was blown away. Now Price is hoping to have it to overturn their decision to get his job back and teach others that funny book are needed in education. The superintendent at the school declined to comment about his firing. Titled I Need a New Butt already sounds really weird. I don't know. Are you?
Well, it's actually
I'm not familiar with
funny.
that book, so I don't know. I can't say whether it's good or not.
I'm looking this up, and okay, wait. This book is in a Scholastic's book fair, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so was the book that we took away from our son. That doesn't really...
Oh, did you design
but if
it right there?
you're buying it at the school...
Yes.
That matters. That does matter. Yeah, when I remember you talking about that. When my kid was in elementary school, there was a book he thought was funny. It was Captain Underpants.
Well, this is the same author as Captain Underpants.
Yeah,
Dogman. He drew a cartoon of Captain Underpants in class and got in trouble for it. And I had to go in there and bring the book and be like, "Are you kidding me? He bought it here. What are you doing?" But this book is a joke. It's an offbeat, funny joke that just makes light of life. It's not. My butt is so noisy. It says
We know somebody's butt's so noisy in this household. We know a couple of them.
What
actually.
if I got one that was made like a? It's just rhyming funnies, and it's just a funny little $5 book that is in the Scholastic's fair. Now, this teacher has no disciplinary history whatsoever.
No, it doesn't sound like it. Yeah, he didn't for 20 years. He wasn't even cited for being tardy. That's how clean he was.
If it's a book that you can buy at the school and it's in the school library and stuff like that, then there should be no reason that you can't read it.
And it's in Walmart and it's in Target. And it makes jokes. It says, how about a rocket butt or a robot buck? It's all just funny.
Stefan would love it.
Oh, yeah.
Adults like to make everything disgusting and nasty.
Yeah.
We make everything gross. Adults are looking at this in some sexual form, which is absolutely disgusting, by the way. When it's just having some fun, it's like Pinocchio's nose growing.
Some people don't like their kids to be too involved with the potty humor.
But when you take a look at the book, too, the kids'
Welcome to real life.
But no, when you take a look at the cover of the book, the kids, the cartoon character's butt is hanging out. That's not. I mean, that's kind of distasteful.
What are you afraid of a body part for? It's a body part.
I'm just saying.
It becomes a big deal when you make it a big deal.
But I'm saying you really don't think it's going to be a big deal to some parents?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I would have read it to my kid.
Would read it? Yes. I don't.
With the pictures and laughing at the pictures, too.
Crystal says, how rude, being Stephanie Tanner. How rude. Facebook just shot me over to my own timeline. It did this to me on Matt's show the other day. And then she puts in parentheses, grabbing a safety bar from Charles's Disney collection and locking myself into my seat. She continues, it's only a matter of time before, quote, are you there, God? It's me, Margaret, is going to get dinged. I must increase my bust. I love that book when I was 9 or 10. Yeah, I'm not sure about that book either, but again,
I never saw the book.
It goes, yeah, so... it kind of goes in regards to the whatchamacallit. It's subjective. Like, here, I'm going to show you the picture of the book. And I'm just saying, some people, when they're going to take a look at that, they're going to say, oh, that's gross. Come on. Here.
Hilarious internet sensation and bestseller. I need a new bum. I broke my butt.
I broke my butt.
There's different books. There's My Bum Is So Noisy. I broke my butt. I need a new butt.
So I need a new butt. So take a look at it. It's like the kid, the cartoon character, his butt's showing. It's like he's got his pants halfway down. It's like, how is that? I mean, that is kind of, they could have done without that. Let's put it that way.
I don't think the teacher should have been fired.
I don't think he should have either.
You don't like the idea of him farting a rivet out of his ass?
Yeah, right. Especially if it's his first offense at anything. I don't think he should have gotten fired. I mean, come on.
If you can buy it in the friggin' library when the Scholastics people come in, that's fair game.
Right.
If it's not okay in the school, it sure as shit shouldn't be in the Scholastics book
and
fair.
It should not be.
Then you're setting up teachers and students for failure.
Yep.
You really are. Just like my kid getting called out for drawing a picture of Captain Underpants when he bought the book at the friggin' fair.
Damn it. And what's wrong with Captain Underpants? At least he's wearing underpants. This kid has his bare butt out.
Captain Underpants was wearing a diaper, I think.
Yeah.
A diaper underwear.
His tidy whities.
It was tidy whities. That's why
tidy
it's underpants.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been Captain Diaper Pants if that was the case. Voltron Season 3. Good evening, Charles. We say to you, we are known as the New Tomorrow people, and now we're called Voltran. All right. Well, hello, Voltran.
Do they play with Jesus?
What? I have no idea.
Isaac?
I think it's Isaac.
You think it's Isaac?
No. We have a couple of teen cover bands that follow us.
Oh,
some people
cool.
that do New Kids on the Block, Boys to Men. So far, no one has the balls to go ahead and do Backstreet Boys. I don't know. Maybe they just don't
know
like them.
better.
Yeah, they know better.
They don't want me to have comments on that.
Yeah.
But why not?
Oh, believe me, they don't want them. You don't listen.
Because nobody could do them justice.
Backstreet Boys to Alyssa is like Jewish culture to you. You mess with the Backstreet Boys.
All right.
You mess with the Backstreet Boys to her, and she will go ape shit on your ass. Just saying.
Backstreet Boys. Now, if they do that and move the wrong way, they'll crack their back.
No.
I mean, that was kind of funny.
Chiropractic care now.
That was kind of funny.
No, they actually did. Their Black and Blue tour, they did a little spoof of themselves as old men, and it was really funny.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
All right.
I didn't go into detail about it. I just said it was funny. Okay?
Oh my God.
It was funny.
Really?
Let's rewind. Everybody remember that pig heart that went into a human? No? Okay, don't worry about it. He died.
He got 2 more months of life.
Yep, he got 2 extra more months of living. But unfortunately, the pig, just like the guy, is dead. The University of Maryland announced a 57-year-old had died Tuesday, 2 months after the ground bacon experiment. It is unknown at this time if David Bennett died as a recent result. Oh, go take care of the little one.
He's convinced that his adult tooth is loose.
Well, he needs to worry about it later. I got something to loosen his teeth. All right. It is unknown that Dave Bennett had died direct result of receiving the foreign organ. He was a candidate for the dramatic attempt only because he was dying and wasn't eligible for a human heart transplant. Before his surgery in January, he says, "I want to live. I know it's a shot in the dark, but it's my last choice." Bennett's surgery showed for the first time a gene-edited animal heart can function in the human body without immediate rejection. After the surgery, Bennett still had to use a ECMO machine. What's that, Jenny?
ECMO.
Well, I know
it's a machine that does the work of your heart and your lungs.
Like a pacemaker? Or an artificial heart?
More than that. Oh, no, it's way more than that. Like, you got garden hoses coming out of your chest, and your blood is circulating through this machine and being oxygenated through this machine because your heart and lungs can't do it.
Garden hoses. Love it.
I've only ever seen somebody on ECMO up close and personal while they were ventilated. I've never taken care of somebody that had the whole thing.
I had a friend whose daughter had to have a heart transplant because she had leukemia when she was little.
Jeez.
And she was on an ECMO for quite a while.
She had the battery pack thing that she had to carry around?
Yeah, well, she had like a whole external, I don't know, something or other. I didn't actually see her in person. This friend lives in Canada, so...
It's some pretty intense care, that's for damn sure. It's like the last resort.
She was in the hospital. I mean, she wasn't able to get out of the hospital until her transplant.
It's this giant machine that basically does it all.
When you say giant machine, sorry, let's I can get you in the camera.
I've seen what they call Y tubing coming out of the chest, and it's just this giant garden hose tubing that's pulling your blood through.
So basically, it's kind of like, a lot of plumbing going on there just to pass the blood.
Oh, hell yeah. A lot of plumbing.
Wow. Well,
yeah. There's a lot but this is cool that this happened, though, because there's a lot of information they're going to gather from this that's going to help move the science forward.
So, like you mentioned, 2 extra months of living. Now, I don't know what the quality of life was for that 2 months. I mean, if he was on
the ECMO machine, he probably was in the hospital and wasn't able to do a whole lot.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't go into details.
I've never seen anybody walking around with one. I mean, they had tubes down their throats to breathe as well.
I've seen
crazy
pictures of my friend's daughter, and she was able to get up and move around, but she wasn't able to leave the hospital.
Maybe she had the mini ECMO machine. Maybe she had the Ecto machine. The Ghostbusters.
You know what? Machine. I mean, if you're dying anyway, and they're like, "Hey, would you help further science by agreeing to this?" You may or may not be aware when we get done. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
True. Alyssa shared this, so I better get to it. I'm going to get to it as quickly as I can because we're close to the time.
Did it work that second time?
I got it. A South Florida teacher was taken to the hospital last week after she was attacked by a 5-year-old student, leaving her dazed and confused. No, dazed and unresponsive, according to officials. The unidentified instructor was found by first responders, quote, sitting on the ground against the wall and appearing to be in faint state at the Pine Lakes Elementary School. This makes you think twice about being a preschool teacher, doesn't it? After the horror stories I heard when you got home. All right. About 15 miles southwest of downtown Fort Lauderdale, according to a heavily redated Pembroke Pines Police Department incident report. The victim was clearly weak and dazed, able to blink and breathe regularly, but at no point was able to vocally respond or show signs of a response. The troubling incident started when a 5-year-old boy had to be removed from class for throwing things around and flipping the chairs, police said. The youngster was taken to an empty cool-down room. This sounds familiar. Shouldn't this happen? Never mind. Where the attack on the teacher allegedly took place. The teacher had then been taken to Memorial Regional Hospital in Hollywood and has since been released, while the young suspect is still being investigated for possible aggravated assault with hands, fists, and feet. It is unlikely he'll be criminally prosecuted, a police spokesperson told the NBC News on Monday. Prosecutors would be hard-pressed to show that this 5-year-old had the ability to distinguish right from wrong. The police said the victim, in her late 30s or early 40s, is about 5'4", with a slender frame. Broward Teachers Union President Anna Fusco told NBC News on Monday she suffered a concussion and other injuries after the enraged special education student, that's what it says, between 50 and 60 pounds unleashed on the teacher, according to the union chief. The instructor had been leading a student education class with a group of children with some type of special needs or special disability with all kinds of different diagnoses. The way Fusco said, the union chief, The way he pounced on her and the way she fell backwards and smacked her head, it was a severe concussion. She got some other bodily injuries from him jumping on her, attacking her, kicking, punching, biting, etc.
Wow.
Broward County school officials referred to all questions to police. The district, though, did share a message that Principal Susan Sass sent to parents and staff, acknowledged that there had been an incident that occurred in school, which required a staff member to be transported to a local medical facility. The school has nearly 800 students who range in age from pre-kindergarten through the 5th grade.
The reason I shared that story.
Go ahead.
These teachers, especially teachers dealing with kids in special ed who may have behavioral problems, need to be trained and be able to use de-escalation strategies. Majority of the teachers are not trained in it, and even if they are, they're not allowed to do any holds or anything unless it's extreme circumstances.
I would call this getting the shit kicked out of you by a 40-pound 5-year-old.
When she got first attacked, though, she slammed her head, so she really didn't have the ability so much.
Here's the other thing, is there should be somebody else there in case something like that happens.
I think there was, and they were filming it for YouTube to be placed on the Crazy Joe channel.
Jesus Christ.
No. There should be a second person.
Or third.
Either right nearby that can step in if they need to, or in the room.
Well, like with Stefan's class, he now has in the class of 8 people, 3 teachers or 2 or 3 teachers. There's good odds right there that if he ever went ape shit, somebody was going to be there to stop him.
But when he was taken to the calm down room, he was in there with one teacher.
So it's like, take me to the calm down room, and it's just one-on-one.
At that point, he went and hid in a corner anyway, so it didn't really, he wasn't doing anything. But, I mean...
Not to say, not this kid. This kid had other ideas.
The thing is it depends on how escalated the kid is. Because I've seen these situations, because I deal with it on a daily basis, and we are trained and are able to step in and de-escalate the situation.
Right.
If it comes to it and we have to put a kid in a hold, we do, but we try not to. But if they're going to hurt you or hurt somebody else in a serious manner, then you need to be able to step in and take care of it. And it should be the same way in school.
So everybody needs to go ahead and get trained.
Well,
get trained,
but it has nothing to do with the training. They're not allowed to, even if they do have the training.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but that's another can of worms there too.
Oh, trust me. And just like Crystal says,
it's hard.
Nothing good ever happens in Broward County. I agree.
Well,
I agree. Finally, and in a little bit more lighthearted before we get to good news, strawberry shortcake becomes Florida's official state dessert. Well, at least DeSantis wasn't signing bullshit laws all day. He actually went ahead and signed it into law that Senate Bill 1006 now declares the official state dessert of Florida to be the strawberry shortcake. We are just in the middle of the Strawberry Festival down here in Plant City, Florida. So apparently he got enough sugar in him to go ahead and make this decision to go ahead and make it official. He actually signed the bill into law there at the festival in Plant City. He says, in gibberish, signing this bill at the Florida Strawberry Festival is one of the ways that we are supporting our Florida strawberry farmers and is a tribute to more than 10,000 acres of strawberries that are grown in the greater Plant City area. The designation of the state dessert is an effort to promote the state's $1 billion strawberry industry. The House voted. There was a House vote on this thing. Does everybody like strawberry shortcake? Go ahead and vote now. 109-4 on Friday to send DeSantis the bill that would make the shortcake Florida's official dessert. Me, I think they should have went with a Snickers bar or a Reese's peanut butter cup, but no, that was not my decision to make.
I would have thought something more citrusy would be.
Yeah, but what dessert
Floridian.
can you think of that's citrusy?
I don't know.
Orange on your license plate.
Yeah, well, the orange. I mean, sorbet maybe.
Key lime pie.
Key lime pie. I don't know. Strawberry shortcake makes the most of it because, again, Plant City.
They do have strawberries.
Yeah, Florida definitely is known for strawberries because I don't care what part of the country you are, from New Hampshire all the way to California, you're getting strawberries from one or two different areas, and that's either California or Plant City, Florida,
or from the local place.
Or for maybe the local farmers market, but the distribution, the two major distributions are Plant City and California. All right, we're going to go ahead and cut to a break. We're only going to do one song. It's from Harlow, and when we come back, it's good news time. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Wrapping up the show with Alyssa's good news after a short break.
Night, but this time I'm afraid.
music and go right to the good news. We only got like 5.5 minutes, so let's go over to Alyssa and get some good news in here. What do you say?
Students in 5 Chicago high schools are surprised with free college ride, all expenses paid, and for some parents, too. Students at 5 Chicago public schools this week got the news that all their college tuition will be paid for, along with room and board, books, fees, and taxes. Not only are these freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors getting the free ride, but also one of their parents or guardians. The multi-generation scholarship program is being launched by Hope Chicago, the nonprofit led by former Chicago Public Schools CEO Dr. Janice Jackson.
Wait, Janet Jackson's supporting it?
Janice. Hope Chicago has committed to raising $1 billion in support and funding over the next decade, and has raised $40 million already with funding partners that include several corporations, financial institutions, and private family foundations.
Are you okay with it?
Yeah. Students at 5 integral schools gathered in gymnasiums across the city to hear the stunning news. 90% of kids attending citywide public schools are students of color, at 80% are low and 80% are low income. 4,000 students at these 5 high schools will get their post-secondary educations fully funded. Hope Chicago scholarships will cover the full cost of attendance at any of the 20 participating 2- and 4-year or higher education institutions and industry certification programs. One of those is the University of Illinois at something. Urbana-Champaign?
Urbana-Champaign?
I have no idea.
That sounds like a drinking school.
Its Chancellor Robert J. Jones said his school is excited to be a partner. This is some of the best news I have heard in this space for years, and this is a transitional moment for so many Chicago families. With $1 billion goal, Hope Chicago vows to provide scholarships for 24,000 students and more than 6,000 parents, guardians through its 2-generation model, which is expected to increase the likelihood of students actually completing and graduating.
Nice.
A survey showed that only 27% of Chicago public school students earn their degree after 63% enroll. Launched in fall 2021, Hope Chicago says they used census data as well as their college enrollment and completion statistics to help identify neighborhoods and schools that need a boost. Each year, they hope to add more schools.
Awesome. Very good.
Nice.
All right. And that brings us to the end of our show. Jenny, go ahead. Had a little banner for you, but go ahead and promote what you need to promote.
Hey, thank you for that. Yes, come to jencoffee.com. You can check out some of my artwork and writings, my latest blog posts, and check out The Mighty, where my next article about bread making and meditation will be coming out of editing fairly soon. Plus, catch this show on IPMNation.com.
Bread making and not burning the house down, right?
Correct.
Make sure it's not. Anyway, she's
meditating while you do it.
She's a good baker. She gets it right about 80% of the time. So listen, 80% is a lot better than most of you jagoffs out there. So fight it. Don't forget to visit rawtalkonlineradio.com for all of the great shows that we got going on. We can wake you up every morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 7:30 a.m. with DJ Scotty and the Morning Mayhem, followed at 10 a.m. by the Steve Jarrett Morning Show every morning from 7:30 all the way to 1 p.m. Eastern. Wake up, damn it. And then from 4 to 6, it is Matt Corrington with the Matt Corrington Show from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time on rawtalkonlineradio.com. And, of course, we're here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or whenever I feel like it, from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. So don't forget to go ahead and catch all the great shows in between as well. Want some ears? Call Alyssa. She makes those ears. She's been dying to make ears. St. Patty's Day ears. You need to make ears.
I have St. Patty's Day.
You need to make ears that hold a can of beer in each ear. Like you know. I'm just saying. No, damn it.
No.
I could use that.
Although, if you made like straw ones that went like this, it would be cool for like a nice red wine. Little round.
Killed the buzz right there.
No.
Killed the buzz.
Really?
I tried.
Fuck you!
All right, we're out of here, folks.
Fuck you!
Have a great night. We'll see you Friday. Later, beaters.
Even though my world is black, I can see a speck of light. Feeling stronger, feeling